went to the junkyard today. I was trying to get a new grill for that thing, another grill. I found a signal light, but it was just as bad as the headlights, and it was worse than this side over here, which it's already bad. So I thought I would just get new headlights. It'll spruce the old beast up here a little bit. But anyway, what I tried to get was that stupid heater hose back here. It's right there with them god-awful quick connects that are not quick. This one here's been bypassed. It goes up there and it loops over back around there because the hose broke, not the heater core. The guy told me the hose blew, so he just wrapped it around on itself. And I saw back here where the hose did blow on that little knuckle. So what I'm trying to do now, I tried to get a hose off that was over there at the junkyard, but boy, oh boy, it looked like it was brand new too, and until I got a hold of it. But I destroyed the hose where it goes into the firewall. But I looked at another Chevy Venture, and they did what I was thinking about doing and just putting the hose right on that nipple. So the big deal right now is getting that nipple right there, that plastic union off of the vehicle, so I can go ahead and hopefully get this hose. You can see it here. I can see it on the phone better than I can with my eyes. Right here, this hose right here, I'm going to cut it right now, and with the hopes of it going back on here with a hose clamp after I take that plastic nipple off. And yeah, it'll just be bypassed. I won't have a heater, but it'll be fixed for right now, for this moment in time. I can get some new hose and I can hook it up right properly. But what I did, I saw another guy do on YouTube. I broke the one side of that plastic off, and I'm gonna cut that hose right there where you see where it starts, you know, the rubber part of it starts. As close as I can, I'm gonna cut it. Just whoosh. And then I can turn this fitting where I can get to the other side better, because I can't get to the other side at all right now. And I'm gonna break it, slide it off, and put the hose on there. So we will see how it goes. I'm gonna cut it now, and then we'll see what it looks like afterwards. Well, I've been hard at it. What I've done so far is I've cut the hose off. I've tried to crush that little plastic piece so I can get it off there, but it's being contrary. I've got it, both sides are broke. The little tabs are broke, where it's not being held up by nothing, but it still doesn't want to come off here. And I'll show you, try to show you what I mean. I'll put this in between that flange and this plastic piece here, and it'll move a little bit, but it's still held up. And I'll pry on this side, and I'll spin it, and I'll pry on the other side, and I think I'm gaining like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch. Not gaining that much when I do it. There might be another, I took the one O-ring out, there might be another O-ring in there, but we'll see. It looks like I might be bending that flange down now. Hope I haven't created a leak on that pipe, because no telling where that pipe goes to. Oh, it goes right around here. Goes right around here to the front. Imagine that. I can just cut that right here and bring a hose right to it. Okay, that's an option. Why isn't it up here where it's nice and convenient? I don't know. It's got to be back here. Anyway, now it's jammed. I can't spin it by hand. I got to spin it with the robo grips here that I've got. It's the only thing I have that'll fit down in there, and it's not easy. I can only turn it 1/4 of an inch at a time, so I'll keep hacking away at it. Okay, I twisted my screwdriver in there and I finally snapped it down the side and broke it. So now I'm gonna take that off of there. I want to get all that stuff off of there, that O-ring and that plastic and everything. I'll get it off. All that is going to have to come off so I can push that hose down on there. The hose right there, I got enough slack. Push it down on top of there and put a hose clamp on. But this stuff here is real. It's being contrary. It's not being friendly to me. So I gotta get that plastic off of there and get both hands on it. Then I'll be back. Well, what I ended up using was my needle nose here, my crooked bent needle nose, and I got it around there and I twisted the crap out of it until it gave, kind of like you would a cable tie. That looks pretty well preserved. Now this hose will go down here. If I can go ahead and stretch it down and put it on here, if I can see. Be nice to get the hose clamp on there first, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. The hose sits on there pretty nicely. I just got to shove it down a little bit further. All right, let me go get my hose clamp. I'll be back. All right, get this hose on here nice and snug. Oh yeah, it felt like it went down all the way to that flange. Yeah. Okay. I probably wouldn't have tried this because it's just a straight line, a straight hose. I probably wouldn't have tried it, but there was one at the junkyard that had it on there, and it held just fine. So okay, I got the hose clamp around it. Now I gotta get my other hand so I can tighten it up. Be right back. All right, hose clamp is secure on there. I put it pretty close to that little flange, as close as I could. That way I get a really good bite on it. There's a whole bunch of metal all up underneath that clamp, so, and it was a little bit rusty, so hopefully it'll hold it good. It's got a little kink in the hose up there, but water will get through it anyway. It's just to bypass the heater core anyway. But had a kink in it before, so that'll be a good enough fix for right now. I'm in Florida anyway. What do we have? We have winter like 2 months out of the year, it seems like, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Be sure not to forget my transmission. Wow, come on. Transmission line. Boy, leaning over like that really gets to your back. All right, I'm gonna fill it up with some water. I'm not really sure of this thing yet, so I'm not gonna use antifreeze. I'm just gonna fill it up with water, and if it proves to be solid, then I'll go with the antifreeze. You can see they've been running water in it for a little bit here, so I don't feel like I'm doing it an injustice by running water in there. I'm going to get antifreeze in there as soon as I can, though. But for right now, this should work. I'll start it up and we'll check it out. All right, it's all full of water. Let's start it up and see where the leaks are. Oh, by the way, I got my radio working. I got the Bluetooth anyway working. Yeah. You'll have to give me a new belt for it. It warms up, it goes away though. Let me go ahead and cut this cable tie off. I put this on here just so I can get the Am I that weak or are these that dull? I think a little bit of both. Goodness. There we go. Yeah, that fuel line was in my way. So I brought it up. I'm going to put it in the path of least resistance right there. Really good sounding engine except for that belt and the tensioner. I don't see any leaks at all. It's almost up to the old operating temperature. Drop of water. I think it's the tight engine. So, I think we'll take it for a ride up the road. Our first drive with it and see how it does. We'll go up the road and come back and we'll check it again. Always make sure your shark tooth struts are straight here whenever you're driving. That way, when people look at you when you're going down the road, it's very symmetrical. All right, first drive after purchase. Really, this was a sight unseen purchase. I didn't really know what the car looked like other than what was on Facebook. Of course, he didn't know what my golf cart looked like that I traded for either. And we did the deal at almost 9 o'clock at night, so we had no daylight. So we didn't know what we were looking at, but I figured, what the heck, it was a free golf cart. I'm getting a free minivan. Air works nice and cold. Don't you think so, Yuri?
Yeah.
Yeah. Air's nice. Cut out for just a little bit there, but yeah, man, the van's doing great. I don't know if this temperature gauge even works. It only comes up to the very beginning of the normal range. I don't know if that's, I guess it's good. Maybe the thermostat was removed. I'm not really sure, but anyway, really good. Van drives really good. I'll run it out here again and we'll see how it shifts. Seems really solid. There's first, second, third, maybe that was second. Maybe that was second I started it. No, I don't know. Doesn't have an RPM gauge. Really, really good. I would say this is a success. I got a running driving car or van with air condition, trading it for a golf cart in fair condition. I mean, you know, really the very important thing with the golf cart is the batteries. That's where you're going to spend most of your money, is the batteries. And it didn't have new batteries in it. The batteries were on their way out. They were okay. They would run it, but they didn't hold the charge forever. So they were on their way out. So I'm thinking I got a real good deal. I feel I did. I'm happy about it, and we'll see the way it goes. Got any comments on what I should do with this thing? And then let me know. Put it in my comments, and we'll see. I don't know. I haven't had a minivan in a long time. I may just want to drive this sucker for a little while. Until later, thank you for watching Double Trouble Garage. God bless. Have a good day.